Welcome to Beyond Education, the podcast that explores the fascinating connection between knowing yourself and learning effectively. I'm Monica Sibișteanu, and in these bite-sized episodes, we'll dive deeper into the insights that transform how we think about learning and education. Today's insights come from our Learning Insights series, where we challenged a fundamental assumption about learning and education. And let me tell you, this distinction changes everything. You know that moment when something just clicks, when you suddenly see something so clearly that you can't unsee it? That happened to me when I finally understood the crucial difference between learning and education. Let me take you back to a moment in my career. I was designing what I thought was the perfect training program. Beautiful slides, perfect structure, all the best practices, but something wasn't working. People weren't engaged. They weren't really learning. And then it hit. I was so focused on creating the perfect educational framework that I'd completely forgotten about how people actually learn. You see, education is like creating a garden. You can have the most beautiful paths, the perfect soil, the best tools, but if you don't understand how plants grow, none of that matters. Learning is the actual growth. It's natural, it's organic, and it follows its own rules. Think about how you learn to walk, to talk, to ride a bike. There was no formal education system for that, and surely there was no PowerPoint presentation. It was just natural-driven learning. Your brain is wired to learn. Education should support the natural process, not try to control it. This distinction changes everything about how we approach training and development. Instead of asking, what should we teach? Ask, how do people naturally learn this? Rather than focusing on perfect materials, focus on creating environments where learning can flourish. Stop trying to control the learning process and start facilitating. Here's what I want you to consider. In your own work or learning journey, are you confusing the container with the content? Are you so focused on the perfect educational framework that you're missing how learning actually happens? Take a moment to reflect. When did you learn something really important? How did it happen? What role did formal education play versus natural learning? How might this distinction change your approach to learning and development? I'd love to hear your insights on this fundamental distinction. Connect with me on LinkedIn and don't forget to check out our regular Learning Insights for more perspective-shifting ideas about learning and education. This is Monica and you're listening to Beyond Education, where learning meets self-discovery. Until next time, keep reflecting, keep growing, and most importantly, keep learning naturally.